a lot of things. I guess maybe that's the way it is. Like even nursing is different. But
Our stuff that we've done on our house, it's just a horror show with everything that's scratched up. She come look at this wood under here, and I'm like, stop scratching it open. Yeah. All right, go back. Maybe nobody drove.
Oh, she did.
So if you're just tuning in, you'll notice that we lost service. The laptop, she went into VTAC. After extraneous resuscitation, she's back with us. So we can finish the event. You didn't miss much. We just finished watching our slideshow. But we really come full circle at this point. And I can actually take this off. We are on to the part where we get to our closing remarks, and it's only fitting that our class advisor, Dr. Manning, send us off, as she'll be the one that sends us out into the world. Dr. Manning has been an amazing professor to learn from. She has probably received more emails from all of us in the last few months than she has from the faculty. And how many years have you been teaching, Dr. Manning? So we can't stress enough how much we appreciate Dr. Manning and all the work that she does and all the questions we get answered. And Dr. Manning, if you'll send us off into the sunset.
First, I want to promise that as faculty, we did not coordinate our discussions today. We all did them separately. So when you hear the same things again, it's great minds thinking alike. Good evening, and thank you for the honor of speaking with you tonight. As Robert Schuller once said, today's accomplishments were yesterday's impossibilities. Often knowing where you're going requires reflection on where you began. Our profession's journey began on January 15th, 1921. When our predecessors created the American Physical Therapy Association, or what would become the APTA. 6 years later, in 1927, NYU began the first four-year Bachelor of Science degree for physical therapists. The House of Delegates set forth a decree that by 1990, all PT programs would move to a post-baccalaureate degree. Creighton University graduated the first cohort of DPT students in 1996. And in the year 2000, the APTA announced its Vision 2020. The goal that by the year 2020, all entry-level PT programs would confer DPT degrees. Today, 100 years from our beginning, we stand celebrating your transition into your final clinical-based education year on your way to becoming a doctor of physical therapy. Your road until now has been focused on your transformation from undergraduate students to student physical therapists. Now, you take the classroom knowledge you have acquired and prepare to change someone else's life. In every interaction that you have with patients and clients, you can help someone overcome a challenge. It may be a relatively minor injury or a life-altering condition, but to your patient, it is significant. So much so that they are entrusting their recovery to a total stranger, you. Be worthy of that trust. Go into every patient interaction to provide quality, evidence-based care. Remember always our core values: accountability, altruism, collaboration, compassion, caring, duty, excellence, integrity, and social responsibility, as well as our mission as physical therapists, transforming society by optimizing movement to improve the human performance. Experience. You learn more from your failures than from your success. Don't let it stop you. Failure builds character. Initially, it will feel like you are failing more often than you're succeeding. Your students, use that opportunity. You will also learn to appreciate the phrase you all hate so much, it depends, and it will finally make sense to you. You will study more in the next year than you have in the last 2 years, but this time it's for a patient. It's a patient or someone whose recovery depends on you knowing the answer, not a test. Many of you will struggle with confidence when faced with actual patients and families looking to you for answers. Remember that whether you can or cannot depends on you. Or in the immortal and wonderful worlds of Yoda, do or do not, there is no try. Many of you will also fake it until you make it. Act as if you had all the confidence you require until it becomes your reality. Now, in the words of Walt Disney, the best way to get started is to quit talking and start doing. Thank you and have a good evening.
I think I've earned my steps for today. I've already made this thing sweaty. Before we head out and enjoy the rest of the day, I want to just remind you all to be safe, wear your mask, socially distance. Please don't mingle in the lobby. Go outside, still maintain all the precautions. I want to thank our special guest from the Dean's Office, Dr. Kramer, and Ms. Joy Olympio for coming and supporting us today. I want to thank the White Coat Committee for putting this together. Bree, JB, Asha, Michelle Brown, Julia Regan, Greg, Jesus, thank you guys for making this possible. And Natalie, thank you. I want to thank the faculty. Dr. Boyle, we're glad to see that you're still with us. And I'd really like to take this opportunity to, with all of us in the room, formally congratulate our very own Professor Emerita, Dr. Dillon. Okay. Let's get out of here, guys.
Yeah, a lot of people. So congratulations, sir.
Oh, excellent, Chair. It's good to see you. Yeah.
You tell your roommate, because he and I are going to finish up this.
Good. Yeah, appreciate you. I kind of feel like it's